students, welcome to YouTube channel Learn with Gisela. In this video of number systems, we are going to take up question 4 and 5 of NCERT exercise 1.5. So let's start with the fourth question. Question 4 is plot root of 9.3 on the number line. Now root of 9.3 is an irrational number. We have to plot it on the number line. Now let's start with the construction. First of all, draw a line segment AB equal to 9.3 centimeter. So this is our line segment AB equal to 9.3 centimeter. Now further extend B to C such that BC is 1 centimeter. So when BC is 1 centimeter and AB is 9.3, we can say the total length of AC is 9.3 centimeter plus 1 centimeter, which is equal to 10.3 centimeter. So total is 10.3 centimeter. Now we need perpendicular bisector of AC. So for that we will take A as center and radius equal to half of AC. We will draw an arc above and below AC. With C as center and same radius, we will draw another arc intersecting the previous arc. Let's say at P and Q. Now join P and Q and it will intersect the number line at a point, say O. Now we can say OA is equal to OC because this is a perpendicular bisector. It forms 90 degree with the number line. Right, now OA is equal to OC, which is half of AC. So half of AC, we can say half of 10.3 divided by 2, which is equal to 5.15 centimeter. So that means OA is equal to OC, which is equal to 5.15 centimeters. Right, now we need to draw a semicircle. So with OA as radius or OC radius, any radius you can take, with O as center, so we will draw the semicircle. Right, now take point B. At B, draw a perpendicular BD which will intersect the semicircle at a point D. This is the perpendicular. You can use protractor or compass to draw the perpendicular. Now this BD, this is a root of 9.3. The total length is root of 9.3. Now with B as center and radius BD, we will draw another arc which will intersect the number line at E point. Now this E point represents root of 9.3. Right, so this is how we got a point on the number line which represent root of 9.3. Now let us look into the proof that why BD is root of 9.3. So first of all, AB we have constructed equal to 9.3 centimeter. Then we have extended B to C equal to 1 centimeter. So total length AC is 9.3 plus 1, which is equal to 10.3. Now OC is equal to AC, which is half of 10.3, which is equal to 5.15 centimeter. Now we have to find OB because let us draw a right angle triangle. Say we have a right angle triangle OBD, in which we can say OD is the radius of the semicircle, which is also equal to, we can say, 5.15 centimeter, because OA, OC, OD all are radius which are equal to 5.15. Now to calculate BD, we also require OB. Now OB is what? We can say OB is OC minus BC. That is OC, the radius, minus 1 centimeter, the BC. So 5.15 minus 1, which is equal to 4.15 centimeter. Another way to calculate OB is you can take the whole length AB and subtract the radius, that is OA. So we can have OB is equal to AB minus OA, which is equal to 9.3 minus 5.15, which is equal to 4.15. So any of the method you can use to calculate OB. Now in a right angle triangle OBD, we have OD square as the hypotenuse, OB square as the base, and perpendicular square, that is BD square. Okay, here we are using the Pythagoras theorem. So we can say BD square is equal to OD square minus OB square, because we require BD square, we need to find BD square. OD square is nothing but the radius, which is 5.15 square, and OB we have calculated over here, it is 4.15 whole square, which is equal to the square of these are 26.5225 and 17.225, which is equal to 9.3. So BD square is 9.3, so we can say BD is equal to root of 9.3. and taking BD as the radius, we have drawn another semicircle over here, and this point E represent 9.3, root of 9.3, right? So this is how we have solved this question. Question 5 says, rationalize the denominators of the following. Rationalization means to convert the irrational numbers into rational numbers. So in case of denominators, we have to rationalize it by multiplying by the rationalizing factor. Let us take the first question, 1 upon root 7. Now root 7 into root 7 is root of 7 into 7, which is a rational number. Because according to the rule, if a raised to power 1 by n is multiplied by a raised to power 1 minus 1 by n, which is a rationalizing factor of a raised to power 1 by n, is equal to a. Right? This I have explained in the previous video. You can check out from there. So over here, the product of these two rationalizing factor is rational number. So when we are multiplying both the numerator as well as denominator by the same rationalizing factor, that is root 7. 1 into root 7 is root 7. Root 7 into root 7 is 7. Now this is a rational number. So hence we have rationalized the denominator. Basically we have converted an irrational number into a rational number. Now let us take up second question, 1 upon root 7 minus root 6. Now this is a binomial irrational number, so we will rationalize it by using the conjugate. Now what is conjugate? Conjugate is the same terms with a different sign. Over here we have minus, over here in the conjugate we have plus, and we shall multiply both the numerator as well as denominator with the conjugate. Now if you observe, this is our a minus b, this is our a plus b. And the algebraic identity says whenever we have a minus b into a plus b, the product is a square minus b square. Over here a is root 7, b is root 6. Now 1 into root 7 plus root 6, in the numerator we will get root 7 plus root 6, which will continue as it is. And in the denominator, now we want square of a, that is square of root 7, minus square of b, that is square of root 6. Square of root 7 is 7, square of root 6 is 6, 7 minus 6 is 1. Now this is a rational number, which we can omit also. We can say the answer is root 7 plus root 6. So basically we have converted the irrational denominator into a rational number, right? Now let us take up third question, 1 upon root 5 plus root 2. Again it's a binomial irrational number. We will multiply by the conjugate. The plus will become minus, and we will multiply both the numerator as well as denominator. Over here we have a plus b, over here we have a minus b, the product of which is a square minus b square, right? Over here a is root 5, b is root 2, and in the numerator we have 1 into root 5 minus root 2, which is same everywhere in the numerator. Now in the denominator, a square, that is root 5 square, which is 5. Over here b square is root square of root 2, which is 2. So 5 minus 2, which is 3. So we got the answer as root 5 minus root 2 upon 3. Now this 3 is a rational number. So basically we had the irrational number in the denominator over here, and which we converted into rational number, that is 3 in the denominator. This is how we have rationalized. Now let us take another question, 1 upon root 7 minus 2. Now again it is a binomial irrational number. Multiply by its conjugate, which is in plus sign. It is a minus b, this is a plus b, the product of which is a square minus b square. Now over here a is root 7, b is 2. So square of root 7 is 7, square of 2 is 4, 7 minus 4 is 3. Again this is a rational number. And in the numerator we are multiplying by 1, so it remains the same, right? Everywhere it is the same. Only in the denominator you have to work out. So we have converted an irrational number, that was root of 7 minus 2, into a rational number, that is 3, right? So this is it, children. Hope you have understood both these questions, question 4 and 5. In case of any doubt, you can always write in the comment section. I'll get back to you. Thank you everyone. Have a great day ahead.